One of the biggest mistakes men make during weight loss is relying only on calories in versus out. In this video, I will present to you 3 ways to make weight loss not necessarily easier, but better, to have a better time losing weight and to lose more fat and less muscle when losing weight. And the third way will be the most important one. But before everything else, the problem with only looking at calories in versus out is as following. When you just look at calories in versus out and you try to reach the right calorie goal, you ignore a massive aspect of weight loss, which is sustainability. Sustainability is so important. Without being able to sustain weight loss, you will fail. The most important thing is actually being able to sustain it over weeks, months and years. Without it, weight loss becomes impossible. The mistake is prioritizing getting a bigger calorie deficit with only taking in account food as calories and not as what it is, food. The first way is a way to make fat loss easier, and it is to change your paradigm of food. So what's a paradigm? Before I go over it, let's talk about why most people who fail in weight loss fail. Now, I want you to think about it this way. By doing so, you will realize why so many people fail. Think about a guy named Steve. Steve wants to lose weight. Steve loses weight by only restricting calories. He eats basically the same diet he was eating before weight loss, but he just controls portion size. The problem with Steve is that he really likes the foods he eats. He likes the cake, he likes the pizza, he likes all of those foods. And now when he needs to lose weight, each time he eats those meals with a controlled portion, he doesn't feel satisfied, he doesn't feel good. He eats that meal, he starts, he has a good time, but at the end of the meal, he feels more hungry than before, just because he wants more of it. He sets himself up to failure because he includes way too many tasty foods in his diet, way too many of those foods that got him fat in the first place. The first way to make fat loss easier is to change your paradigm. Your paradigm is the way you view food. You should stop viewing food solely as a reward. It's not a reward. The kind of diet that gets you fat in the first place, and if your body fat is fairly high right now, and because of that you wanna cut, it's probably the kind of diet that glorifies food. That glorifies food that tastes really good. The kind of paradigm you need to adopt in order to have a better time losing weight is both the paradigm of I eat for enjoyment, because we all do so, but to include in it the paradigm of I eat to feel good. And by changing your paradigm this way, you will not just eat to feel good, like taste buds wise. You will also eat to just feel physically good. And when you eat to feel physically good, you usually don't overeat, because overeating doesn't feel very good. And on top of that, you usually don't eat low quality junk food that makes weight loss harder. You have a better time losing weight. And then the second way, and this one is a way to maintain more muscle mass when losing weight. There are a lot of diet tricks out there to maintain muscle mass. Eat 5 meals with protein a day to get better muscle protein synthesis. Sleep more, right? Not even diet, right? But in general, if you would go and look at the studies, I wrote 25 pages about this topic on my ebook, not for sale now, maybe in the future. You just realize, when you look at all of the literature and everything, you realize that the most important thing by far is total protein intake. As long as you eat more than 1 meal with protein a day, you should not really care about all of those other more nuanced stuff. Not because it's not important whatsoever, but because it is so much less important. The second way is to just eat as much protein as you need per day and not eat on a massive deficit. You probably know why. These are pretty much self-explanatory things, pretty much things that are known by almost everyone, and you probably know about them, so I won't go into depths. And now, the third and best way to have an easier time when losing weight is as following. And at its extreme, it neglects all dietary rules you hear about. It destroys the rule of eat clean foods. It just basically allows you to lose weight without having even a clean diet. At its extreme, you are probably not going to get to its extreme, but at its balanced place, it is pretty darn good. and it is to do cardio. Oh, Marie, fuck you. I knew about it. What the fuck are you? Let me explain. Burning calories is great. It allows you to eat more calories and still be on the same deficit. When you eat more, you don't need any sticks or tricks to feel like you are eating more, because you're basically eating more. And of course, cardio is hard, it sucks, and it kills gains. Not really doesn't kill gains. You can look at the current literature. Most of it says that if you mitigate fatigue, it doesn't do shit to your gains, and when it does, it makes a very small impact. So it doesn't kill gains, it allows you to eat more. It's hard. That's the main thing about it. Doing cardio, running, cycling, swimming, all of those things are hard. They are time consuming. Zone 2 cardio is not easy. But when you get really good at cardio, so at first you would go for those walks and you will burn like 100 calories here and there, like for 30 minutes, 20 minutes. And it will be nice. You will burn a bit more calories. You will be able to eat one more apple and still lose weight. But if you will go on a running training plan or a cycling training plan or a cardio, fucking any cardio you want training plan and get better at it, like in the gym, at first you lifted probably 40, 50 kg, 100, 135 pounds in the bench press. But as you kept going, and if you currently are a beginner, then you will realize it. In whatever exercise, you became stronger, and it is the same with cardio. So you're not just 1.5 times as strong, you're probably twice or 3 times, if you're really good, as strong as you were at the beginning. And it's the same with cardio. You can become twice, 3 times as good at burning calories as you are right now. Let me use me as an example, and then I will end this video. When I run a half marathon, I do it every single week, without an exception. You can check out my Instagram and I will post it to my stories. I basically burn between 1300 to 1700 calories per run. Like, it's a lot of calories. Like, that's a lot of calories. I eat basically whatever I want, and I maintain my weight. I've been eating between 2500 to 1400 calories as a lean and muscular male for a few months now. Like, it's that easy for me to maintain my weight. And imagine if I were trying to lose weight. How much easier it would be than if I were to not do cardio. And I didn't do cardio when I lost weight, and I regret it. I could have had a better time losing weight if I was doing cardio. And that's the third way. And that's basically it. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.